because of all the learnings and connections that person has, so that they can just jump that much further forward. Because I don't know about you, but I'd rather own 20% of a $20 billion company than 100% of a $1 million company. And number 4 is that she embraces controversy. They have time and again leaned into what other people deem as controversial and ridden the wave of attention that it brings with it. Kylie and her entire family has been willing to do that. Now, that being said, I wouldn't say that I've completely embraced this one entirely, because I don't really talk about much controversial stuff. Besides, poor people should stop doing poor people stuff. They should start following what rich people do and do more rich people stuff. But besides that, not a lot of controversy. And so maybe I need to do better there. But these are the things that I think have helped build and propel her brand at a faster rate than other people. The next one is that she's adaptable, but she's been able to adapt as media platforms have changed. And so it was television once, and then they went from television to Hulu, which is online TV. They went all in on Instagram really, really early and started making content there on a regular basis. And their content looks very different from the classic influencers. Their content feeds into their brand as super famous people, and they continue to reinforce that with the luxury brands they've all done deals with and the products they promote themselves. And the next one is that she is accessible, and this may be even her superpower, and this is partially because she's in the makeup industry. She leaned into just being who she was. And so she would do Instagram lives and stories where it was just her, no makeup. Despite what the media may portray them as making false and unrealistic expectations for girls, I think that what they actually make in their content is probably the exact opposite of that. They show the 16 hours that it took them to get ready for the Met Gala, and all of these things that they do where they have to paint the stuff onto them, or they have to not be able to go to the bathroom for 3 hours because of the stuff that they're wearing. They show that stuff so that they become more accessible, so that people who relate to that also want to buy their products. And so you might see all of these things and be like, how did you use this, Alex? Well, one, I started posting content in general because I saw how much she had made, and I was like, I am missing this whole concept of brand, and I started leaning into it. Number 2 is that I would say that leverage literally is part of our logo, and it's one of the things that I talk about all the time. It's something that I believe a lot in. Outsourcing weaknesses, that's why you hire great people. Every single time I built one of these channels out, I don't try and learn a new platform. I find somebody who already knows it, and I pay them to teach me so that I can learn faster. I'm not good at embracing controversy, but in terms of adaptability and accessibility, we have continued to go into new platforms as fast as we can and as fast as they come out, so that we can experiment, and we're willing to have stuff that absolutely flops. And I think that's cool because we learn. And finally, the accessibility piece is, even though in the beginning it was a webcam and it was just me in a closet making videos, I'd rather start with what I have than try and portray the life that I have, because I went from being really rich and anonymous, saying, you know what, maybe I'll make some videos, to making lots of stuff and making it look really polished.